Good morning, it is Monday morning, it is 10 to 9 and I'm feeling, stressed, overwhelmed, scared, anxious, nervous. Heart palpitations are back, let's put it that way. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to write a list of the absolute stuff that if it doesn't get done today, I'm not going to sleep tonight and forget about everything else, work on that list, and if I get to the bottom of that list, then I can start thinking about the other stuff. I think that's what it's going to look like the next few days. So it's Monday, 7th of October, there's less than 2 weeks to go to the festival, so obviously the festival is the main priority, but there's also a lot of Christmas prep stuff for Ivy Dene, and also Ivy Dene stall itself for the festival, which I haven't put as much thought into as I would have liked to at this point. But yeah, that's okay. We're gonna tackle it all today. So I'll catch up in a little bit. I feel like I'm really gonna have to concentrate today. I've just been having my camera charging for over an hour, but it wasn't switched on at the wall. And then an adopter asked if they could adopt a third rabbit, and I said it was a bad idea, but I literally meant good idea, and I don't know why I said bad. So I think I'm gonna have to triple check everything that I do today. But yeah, I've done messages and now I need to do emails, and then the urgent stuff I've got to do is order merchandise, check the amount of volunteer vests we've got, make sure we've got the right amount. I need to email the venue with the final documents for the food vendors. I need to finalise the signs that we need. I do need to do the physical signs as well as digital signs, which is what that meant. And send out all the volunteer emails, which will take a while because I send a lot of details and each one is different. And then I need, so that is the absolute urgent stuff, and then there's 100 things that aren't absolutely urgent, so I'm just going to try as hard as I can to get on with that. I have obviously fed the rabbits today, but I didn't take you along for that, and we only have hour 3 at the moment, so not super exciting, but we have more rabbits joining us this week. We obviously have lots of rabbits in the rescue and foster homes, but just not here with us, which will all change soon. I'll talk more about the housing project probably in this vlog. I am going to actually charge my camera now because it says there's 1 minute left, and I'm going to make sure it's switched on at the wall. I feel like everything is out to distract me today and make things take longer. There was just a lovely fox in the garden, a young fox, and he somehow got into the sheep field, which is super secure, and the sheep were so unbothered they just stayed lying down. But I had to go chase the fox out of the field because I didn't know if he was going to hurt the sheep. But I bet that happens all the time at night and we just don't realise. Really fancy the fox having a go at the sheep, but he was more scared than anything. So I'm getting there with my list. It's just, I think because we're only 2 weeks away from the festival, there's just countless messages and emails coming in, so I'm trying to reply to adoption emails just to get them done that have come in over the weekend, but I've got 3 different emails open that I'm replying to at the same time because of the amount of urgent stuff that's coming through for the festival, so everything's taking a lot longer than it should do. And I've got a really bad headache. Still, I'm trying my best. Just 1 email at a time, that's what I need to remember. Isn't it so lovely watching the seasons change? It's raining leaves at the moment. I wish I wasn't this stressed. I can't feel my legs, when your stress is in your legs and your arms. As of right now, I feel like we don't have a sweet vendor. They've just gone quiet. I feel like we don't have a coffee vendor. They've stopped answering emails. We don't have bits of documents back from other food vendors. I am worried about some of the merchandise not getting here in time. And I'm worried that I'm not getting back to the vendors quick enough because I'm trying to prioritise sorting this stuff. I and all the volunteers need their emails, and that's just going to the bottom, like getting further and further pushed down the priority list. Yeah, these things are problems that are like problems now that they will have a solution, the solution just hasn't come yet. So sometimes I need to just take a breath and imagine that the solution has already happened, and then make the solution happen. So yeah, I'm just having a quick lunch break. I'm making a proper lunch because I know that that's important. Yeah, try to stay positive, and yeah, because it's all, I wish I just need a day on Ivy Dean stuff, but I can't because the festival it just feels like there's way too many things that are falling behind. I need to get all the merchandise stuff ordered by the end of today. Yeah, it's just a lot. I think it's harder having the festival a little bit later in the month this year because the festival was like today or yesterday last year. So then I was able to focus on Christmas and Halloween for Ivy Dean, like from now onwards. But I'm trying to do the Christmas and Halloween stuff at the same time, so I'm like literally making pumpkins whilst doing all this, which is just not necessary. Yeah, let's keep going. Food's ready, and we're just gonna watch my last vlog. I just need to check if there's any more edits that I need to do, because there's usually weird things that I've completely missed that Rob's like, why you like said that word 10 times, why have you left that in? So yeah, that's gonna be a nice lunchtime. Just pretending to take a break but actually watching myself back, and then yeah, back to it. Well, that was a stressful afternoon. I thought I lost £1,000 because I sent it to a merchandise supplier and they just didn't receive it. But they've got it now, so that's all good. So I've got a really big chunk of merchandise sent off. Got a lot closer with... I've done loads of posts, drafts. I've not done the volunteer emails. I'm hoping to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going... Well, Rob's working in Leeds at his office tomorrow, and I think I'm going to go in as well, just because sometimes I get loads of work done when I'm out of the house, and it's just nice to have a bit of a change of scenery. So I won't be vlogging tomorrow because that's just a bit awkward vlogging in public. So yeah, you'll just have to imagine me typing away in a cafe or in Rob's office all day. So I've just rolled out of bed to check on it. Jam, he was neutered yesterday and he looks to be doing well, so let's check that wound. So this is Jam, who came to us a couple of weeks ago. Let's have a look here. Oh, really good. You have tiny testicles. Well, lack of testicles. Hello, mister. Let's get you some Metacam on. So it's really important when your rabbits are neutered, well, hopefully most of you are adopting from rescues and you're not getting your rabbits neutered. Well, you're getting them when they're already neutered from rescues. But pain relief is always essential. Why you didn't like this yesterday? It's delicious, I promise. I promise. Do you know what? I'm so shaky with stress today, and it doesn't... You don't need shaky hands when you're trying to get meds into a rabbit who doesn't want meds. I'm sorry, I know. Look, just taste it and it's nice. He's like, I know it's nice, but I just want to be awkward. You're such a silly boy. You're lovely though. So the space babies are getting neutered today, well hopefully, but we'll get an update on that soon. And yeah, I think I'm going to get ready so I can face the day and then catch up with you a bit later. Yeah, the vets have just rung to say that they won't spay and neuter the wild babies, which is frustrating on many levels. I feel like it impacts the trust with supporters a little bit because we've been fundraising so hard, or trying to fundraise so hard for these. And then also we currently have 3 lots of wild rabbits in 3 different fosters, which is using up foster space of non-adoptable rabbits. And by delaying their neuters, it means that it's going to delay getting them out of fosters, which really impacts the amount of rabbits we can take. Also means that we're risking them fighting and having to be split up if they naturally if it takes longer for them to be neutered. And yeah, it's just really frustrating. I wanted to show you guys them as well, but yeah, their health is obviously the most important thing. I think silver linings is that I'm extremely busy at the moment, so it wasn't the best time to do the recovery for the 4 of them, which would be more difficult than normal recovery. And also it means you've got more time to fundraise and you can focus more on the building project. So my brain is turning to mush and I'm going to have a break and pack some orders. Might do a time lapse, let's see. Did you see how both of the scales just didn't, like the numbers kept changing? Yeah, it was like it was in some sort of, it was like, I don't know, something's messing with me. I'm moving to this table, let's see if we have any better luck here. I've even got the kitchen scales, like, why will they both not work? Guys, it's now Thursday. I don't know where to stand. My camera ran out of batteries when I was doing that time lapse yesterday, so please forgive me. So yeah, I've decided I'm having a change of mindset today. Like, I am still busy, but we're not stressed, we're busy and we're excited. Because I've been hearing other people being stressed about the National Rabbit Festival who are coming as vendors and things like that. And it makes me really sad because I don't want them to be stressed. Like, I want everyone to just be really excited and for it to just be a really good day. So I'm going to put that into the rabbit universe, that we're all excited and busy, and it's such a good opportunity for everybody to be able to interact with lots of rabbit people and to be able to raise lots of money for charities and things like that. So it's a good thing, and yeah, I'm gonna flip my mindset and see where that gets us. So Jam is still doing really, really well. You're not humping, Jam. Oh, sweetheart. How are your testicles getting on today? Have you been doing less humping? We need to take your photographs today. He's got a bit of Rex in him. He's super... Oh, you're molting. He's very soft. He'll be ready for adoption in about 6 weeks from now. And he is a very happy boy, aren't you? You're very sweet. So I am going to give meds to Jam. I'm going to feed everybody, and then I am going to photograph the raffle for the festival. And I think I'm going to do it outside because it's a really nice day. It would be nice to get the grass in the background, but I think that might take me a little while. Yeah, I'll see what I can show you. Well, this raffle will now be up on the National Rabbit Festival page for £2 a ticket, so you can enter, and as you can see, there's a hell of a lot of stuff there. So this will raise money for the charities who are involved and who will be coming on the day, and hopefully it raises a lot. Yeah, and it's just really kind of all of the vendors for donating all of this stuff. Yeah, I'm quite jealous for whoever wins that. there's the logo. So these umbrellas will be available to buy at the festival. Unfortunately, I just imagined they'd be smaller when they were closed up, you know, like the foldy ones. So these won't be available to buy online, which is a shame, but hopefully they'll all sell out at the festival. But it kind of works either way, because if it's raining, then hopefully we'll get some umbrella sales, and if it's not raining, then everyone will be happier because we'll be able to eat outside and it'll be hopefully be nice weather like this. Good morning. So hope you somewhat enjoyed that time lapse of cleaning out this pen. So the light's over here. So yeah, I spray with vinegar to get any scent of the previous rabbits out, and then steam mop it after I've hoovered it, and then I spray, I got really mad at the spray and just chucked it everywhere because it wasn't spraying very well. But then I use Anigene for the second clean, and then I leave that on for as many hours as I can before the rabbits come, and then steam mop that off, and then put in the hay and the enrichment and the blankets or whatever. And then that's set up for borders, which are coming soon. I've got fluff or something in my eye. But now I'm going to photograph Jam because he's going into foster this evening. So I'm going to photograph him outside. He can have a bit of a run around because his wound's looking great. And then he can go on the website after I've taken his photographs. Then I'm starting to just create a pile in here. I think we need to take, but actually there's a hell of a lot more stuff inside. In here, so awkward today, but oh no, I've lost a spider. Just keeping an eye on Jam at the same time. But these are our Halloween wreaths this year, which I think are just beautiful. So you can buy these on our shop. They're completely edible for your rabbits to eat, and you can hang them up on their housing like this until you want them to eat it, or put it down lower so they can start nibbling away. But beautiful Halloween wreath. Good morning, it is now Saturday morning. I've had a really busy one so far. Should have filmed it, but I didn't. Yeah, I've done a brownie timer. Yeah, I've done a master to-do list because I've been writing to-do lists on my phone and on different notebooks. So I've collated it all together, so I feel a bit calmer about that, and highlighted the urgent stuff for this weekend. I think I'm just having to accept that it's going to be a full-on working weekend, which is fine. The nerves have really kicked in, and I keep telling myself it's excitement, not nerves, it'll be fine. So I'm really, really excited. Yeah, we've just cleaned out the rabbits, and now I'm just going to get some orders done so we can try and get the last post on a Saturday. Yeah, and then I'm going to try and have a fun working day, which means on the sofa, snacks, music on, like kind of making it as weekend-like as possible, because I need to have a little bit of a feeling of recharge to be able to tackle this coming week. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We've got new boarders. I'm gonna sneeze. New boarders in who arrived yesterday. I'll show you. So this is Dora. She was adopted from Ivy Dene many years ago now, so it's always nice to see her back. And Mac, come on darling. And this is Mac, her friend. Why do I think that lavender is spooky? I keep putting lavender in the Halloween parcels. I think there's just something spiky and scary about it, but maybe that's just me. Maybe people are like, why is there lavender in here? Such a weird feeling knowing there is 2,000 people excited for this event. I just put so much pressure on myself that I think that everything needs to be perfect, and I don't think it all necessarily does need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough for people to have a good time. But there's nothing wrong with striving for high standards. I think it can be dangerous to have, like, to kind of strive for perfectionism, but I think it can't be bad to pay attention to the little details and make sure that everything is thought of, and yeah, just to pay attention to the little things that make a difference to an experience. I think surely that's worth doing and does pay off in the end. Yeah, it's hard to know where that line is and when it's also worth, like, what it's worth. Like, is it worth me losing sleep over it? Sometimes it is, but maybe not always. Yeah, I just, at this stage, I just so desperately hope that every single person goes and has a really good time, because when you get the, obviously when you're talking this amount of people, there will be some people who are going to be unhappy in some way. You know, you cannot actually please everybody. But when I hear those comments of, oh, I didn't like the food or whatever it is, it hurts so much, because I just try to think of everybody and, like, think of all of the different circumstances and different types of people, and yeah, I just really genuinely want everybody to just have such a good time, and because the better people's experiences, the more generous they'll be with the donations, which means more rabbits will be helped. It also means the more likely they are to talk about the event to other people. I think it's such a good opportunity to just spread the word on the situation, like the rabbit crisis and where we're at, and to make a really big difference, like just on a larger level than Ivy Dene is able to do on its own. And when I do something, like I said, I like to do things well, but I like to optimise everything. So if I'm doing it, let's get it to as many people as possible. Let's do it on the highest end as possible, so that large amount of people go talk about it to a larger amount of people. And I do believe that by doing that, it's a bigger reach, makes a bigger impact on the whole point of why we're doing it, which is to raise awareness for what rabbits really need, and to end suffering for rabbits on the biggest scale that we can. Bless you, Mac. So yeah, I'm trying. It's the people as well. I think the more people enjoy rabbit companionship, the more people enjoy rabbit guardianship, the more effort you put into it, and the happier the rabbits are as a result. And it is just nice to make people happy regardless of the rabbits as well. So I hope it all pays off a bit. all comes together. So this one has no Halloween stuff in it, so I feel like we don't really need the scary lavender. So let's do a very non-threatening scatter of rose flowers. It's also weird doing these videos because proportionately such a small number of you are watching them, which I am kind of doing on purpose because like they're just so much more personal. Like I'm filming in my house and garden and with my own companion animals, and it's filming without makeup on, which is scary. So yeah, I'm purposefully not advertising these videos widely and trying to get loads of people to watch them because it'll make me too scared and then I won't post them. So the idea is to build my confidence slowly, and if the audience grows with them, then hopefully it won't affect my fear levels of posting them. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. But I don't even know if there's only a couple hundred of people watching these, so I don't even know how many of you are coming to the festival. So if you are, can you comment in the comments and just let me know? Maybe you've already been, so you can let me know if it was. I was going to say. I can't say that. You can let me know if it was a success or not. But future Beth will also know then. That's the way it works. But yeah, let me know if you're going. Let me know if you've already been. It'd be nice to see how many of you are actually going, or if these videos are a waste of time and none of you are interested. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video of the day. Oh shit, I've done that one. It's hard to write and talk at the same time. I'm going to be doing a video of the day. I think it'll be kind of like a behind the scenes kind of video. So hopefully that'll be fun. So if you're not coming, you can kind of come virtually through these videos. Oh, somebody's bought 10 chocolate lollies. Amazing. These chocolate lollies are so good, like it's so worth buying 10. I approve. So yeah, that would... Can I fit 10 in here? Probably not. I need to stop talking and get these done. Oh no, he's lost an ear. That goes in, so when they lose ears, I put them on a pile for me to eat and I still buy them off the rescue. Let's try a new angle. I just felt like a big body before. So I think in the rest of these videos, every time I talk about the housing project, I say I'm going to talk about it later, and I think I'm not talking about it later, so let's talk about it now. It's all been more complicated than we thought it would be because we were not made aware, well we were told otherwise. We were told that the land that we wanted to build the rescue on, or the housing on, was not listed. Actually it is listed, which means we needed planning permission and we had to change the plans of what we wanted into something else, which delayed it, made it hell of a lot more expensive. We've paid for the planning permission out of the surplus that we've been building over the last 4 or 5 years specifically for this purpose. But we weren't expecting it to cost this much because we weren't expecting to have to pay for the planning permission, and we weren't expecting the groundwork to be so expensive either. And we were thinking that we would be able to do well, what I wanted was aviaries. I wanted loads of aviaries down one side, loads of aviaries down the other, and a path down the middle, but for various boring reasons that's not possible. So we're now having to go for stables, which need a real concrete base, which is really, really expensive. So it's all really unfortunate. It's been very stressful. Oh, I'm reframing stressful. It's been very exciting. It's not. What should I put? I feel like until the festival I should be wearing bunny ears. Okay, so yes. So it's been longer and we're not able to build exactly what we want, but it's going to work because there's going to be 12 full-size rabbit enclosures, which will be like super, obviously super predator proof, but also very sheltered because they're basically like inside and we could heat them, and we can use a couple of them for boarding to bring in a little bit more income for the charity, because at the moment we've only got this one space, and we've also, we'll keep this space, but I might want to use it more for shop stuff, so we can expand that a little bit more. But anyway, 12 full-size pens, which is a really good starting point, plus the huge enclosure for the half wildies, which is not included in those prices that I mentioned. That's on top of it, but we are getting a good deal for that, but it's still a lot of money. So we're having to fundraise is the crux of it, and we're having to fundraise a lot harder than I expected, and the fundraising isn't going as well as I expected. So the fundraising whilst we were getting the planning permission was very, very tough. Sorry, my camera ran out of batteries. So yeah, I was saying that before we got the planning permission, the fundraising was very difficult because, and I think that was because the planning permission obviously hadn't been approved yet, so people didn't want to donate to something that might not happen, which like makes total sense. Like, I wouldn't want to donate to something that might not happen. Obviously we would use the money to help rabbits regardless, but I can understand that for the specific fundraiser it was not an easy one for people to donate to. So I was hoping that once we had the good news that the planning permission was accepted, which we've had now, that would take away that thing that was holding people back, and then people would it would basically do better and reach more people, and more people would donate. So that hasn't really happened, I think. But yeah, I have lots of theories about why it's been more difficult. I think people prefer to donate to singular rabbits who need help. I think it's much more, you feel like you're doing more if you can see a sad rabbit who needs help and then you see that rabbit get better. Whereas with this, it's kind of imaginary rabbits who we haven't helped yet, which is much harder to visualise and to care about and to make people care about. So we have the Brick by Brick fundraiser, which is a way to dedicate a plaque to somebody, typically to a rabbit who's passed away, and then they can have a plaque in honour of that rabbit, and it can be forever displayed on our housing wall and can help us to rescue more rabbits. So it's just a really wonderful way of honouring rabbits or people or other animals who are no longer with us, and being able to create something in their memory. So that's had some wonderful donations, which I'm just so grateful for, but I really hope that will continue to reach more people, because yeah, there's a lot of money to be raised, and every single brick really does help. We just have the straightforward big housing project fundraiser. So yeah, one of the things I want to do is create a video to try, kind of explain why we need this housing, because people don't see the amount of rabbits that we're unfortunately having to turn away every single day, and we'll be able to help so many more of those with this housing. And because we're saying no because we just don't have the space, and this housing will help so many rabbits, and just be it's just so important to what we're trying to achieve, and to be able to help more rabbits. And every single penny that goes towards this project is used is just so appreciated and goes such a long way. And yeah, I think it's just like, obviously it's wonderful and so important to fundraise and to donate to specific rabbits, but this goes further than that, because this doesn't help one rabbit, it helps countless rabbits. So yeah, I'm constantly trying to think of new ways to package it up to appeal to more people, and I just hope we get there and we don't have to delay it, because that would just be really upsetting at this point, because we're kind of so close but so far as well. So yeah, that's where we're at, and I'll keep you updated. So I'm going to sit here, put a concert on. Do other people do this? They just put on like live concerts on. I like working to live concerts because it's a bit more exciting than music, but it's not as distracting as putting on a show or something. So that's what I'm going to do. I've done it. Volunteer emails have all been sent out. Let me just show you how much it is. Like, I can't explain how much it is, and that every one is different. That's ridiculous. That is a lot. Done now. Now I can move on to the next thing, but that's taken me, oh my god, that took me 5 hours. Right, at least it's done. So now I'm going to work on the shot list for the videographer and the photographer. Yeah, because that'll mix it up a little bit, because that's a bit more fun. Yeah, I'm gonna get on with that. So I think I'm starting to go crazy from sitting in the same spot all day, so we're gonna go on a walk. It's 7:30, so it's gonna get dark soon, but I need to get some fresh air, have a little bit of a mind break, and then come back and make some pumpkins for the Ivy Dean stall. So I might sign off now and just, yeah, I'll check in with you tomorrow for the end of the video. Hello, so it's now later on Sunday and I don't feel well, which I've been dreading. So yeah, really didn't sleep well last night and just feel under the weather, sore throat, headache, sore face, things like that. So I'm gonna call it a day on the vlog now. We've just had a nice roast dinner, vegan of course, with my mum too. Which was nice to get out of the house, have a change of scenery and a couple of hours not working, but I need to get back and continue working on the pumpkins and the wreaths and things like that, and then get ready for an incredibly busy week. So wish me luck for that, and the next video you will see will probably be the vlog of the National Rabbit Festival, so that's very exciting. Thank you for watching and I will see you soon.